So, welcome back, my dear students. This is the second session for the chapter Introduction to IT and ITeS. In this session, we'll be talking mainly about business process management. In short, we call BPM. BPM is a process in which people use various methods to analyze, measure, improve, and optimize the process. So here people are using a method like analyze. Like you have a particular business. Every business will not have the same technique, the same requirement. So people will look at the particular business and what are the things they need. They will analyze it. They will find it out. Measure. What are the measure they need to take in order to run the particular business smoothly, or what are things or in which field they need to improve in order to run the business smoothly, or optimize. Where are the error, the mistake that is actually causing the business to slow down. They will have to remove the technique and add a better technique. So BPM is a kind of methods that we use in order to make the business run smoothly. The foremost aim of a BPM is to improve the corporate performance by managing the business processes. What will happen if your business is unmanaged? Chaotic process in a business may hurt in one or more of the following scenarios. Number one, if you don't have BPM, number one, what will happen to your company? Inefficient use of time. You won't be able to make use of the time properly because whatever you are doing is like trial and error method. You will do a particular work, it doesn't work, then you will have to use another technique. In the process, you are wasting lots of time. In the end, you will not have sufficient time in order to produce a particular things. Number two, if you don't have BPM, you will have more errors to the business. Wherever you look into the field where you are giving work to particular departments, you will see lots of mistakes. This can collapse the business. And number three, blame shifting rather than resolving the issue. What happened is that here, since nothing is planned properly, everybody will blame at each other. In the process, you are unable to solve the problem because you are not focusing on the particular issue, the problem. So solution will never come up. Instead, people will start blaming each other, then things won't work properly. And number four, lack of management. So no data is stored, and again mismanagement in the absence of data. In every business, in every organization, if data is not maintained, you won't be able to look back. You won't be able to improve. You won't be able to focus on the improvement of the particular organization or business. So here also, since there is a lack of management, there is no data in the process, the business will not run properly. And the last one, demoralize employees. Definitely people are blaming each other whenever problem arises, and all the pressure at last will go to the employees. The administration will blame each other. The pressure will go to the employees. Definitely the employees will be demoralized and they won't be able to function. They won't be able to do their work properly. In the process, the profit of the particular business will come down. Because of BPM, you are safe from all the above scenarios. So whatever the problem we have seen, if you have BPM, it will help you to overcome all those problems. BPM has good contribution in Indian gross domestic product. So this BPM actually help the Indian company to run smoothly, to increase the profit. In the process, the GDP of India normally goes up. BPM provides wide range of career option, improves economic growth, export and income level. So here you can see some of the career options available in BPM. Now let's take one example of school management. I have just put this photo showcase our school. So in the picture we have Sir Ivan, Sir Sumit and Sir Biplab. So in the school management, let's take some of the field. Okay, I will not take it all. Some of the field. Let's talk about teacher management. The administration should have a particular management group for the teacher, where teachers are able to take their leave, or teachers are able to perform their work, or teachers are paid on time. So there should be a particular management who will entirely look after the teacher. Next, we have class management. Whether the subject, the syllabus is covered in that particular class. Take example, class 9, class 10, class 8, class 12. So if this class management is not there, the teacher will not do their work properly and the student will suffer. And next, we talk about subject management. Teachers should find out the particular book for that particular subject. There are lots of publishers available in the market, so they will have to choose the correct textbook and then find out the syllabus, and students are able to focus on that particular subject. Okay, and we have exam management. It is not an easy task to conduct an exam, so there should be a committee which will manage the exam, like arranging of the classroom, the sitting arrangement, submitting of the question, okay, and then taking care of the answer script, that no teachers or no students are copying, no teachers are taking away the answer script, and lots of malfunction in the exam paper. So all these things should be managed properly. And promotion management, they have to look whether a particular student is eligible to go to the next class. Okay, so for that they have to maintain the record of the particular students. They will have to see the improvement of the students, so that they can find out and finalize whether he or she should be promoted to next class. Next, we have progress card management. Here is also more or less the same thing. The whole performance for the whole year, the students' performance is maintained, so that the subject teacher, the class teacher, the school management can go through it in order to find out whether the particular student is improving, is progressing or not in his particular subject where he is weak or she is weak. Report management. So normally we have in the school, we have character certificate, all these things. With the help of this report management, you are able to find out. Okay, now let's see at the life cycle, or the cycle of BPM. This is a small diagram that you can see. So let's look directly to the life cycle of BPM. Number one, we have design. Breaks the process into multiple tasks. So when you design a BPM, it normally break. When we talk about tasks, different field. Okay, let's talk about the school. Okay, the school management will give a responsibility to one of the teacher to look after a particular section. He or she is known as the class teacher. So the class teacher will also appoint a monitor, so that the monitor will look after the classroom. Okay, so there are different field where we divide the works in order to run that particular uh, work properly, okay, particular task properly. So when you design a BPM, you have to break the process into multiple tasks, and you have to focus the tasks individually. What are the things to be done in that particular task? Okay, then next we have model it using suitable BPM software. So there are software available for BPM, so you have to, after breaking that task into multiple tasks, and then you have to use a software in order to make a model. And next we have execute the process or put a system in place. So whatever you modeled, whatever the tasks you divided, after that you have to see whether that particular work is done or not. Okay, action part, you have to execute whatever the plan you have to work it, you have to make it work, and then you have to see the outcome. And next we have monitor and analyze the system. This is what exactly is the work of the monitor in the classroom. The monitor need to look whether the students are following the instruction. If not, the monitor will write the report, will submit it to the class teacher or the subject teacher, and then the particular student who are disobeying, who are breaking the rules, will get punishment. Same thing after designing, after modeling, after executing, there should be some person who need to monitor constantly, who need to analyze, okay, whether the particular things are really working according to the plan of the business. And the last one is optimize, making change to the process to improve. So example, the class teacher appointed a monitor, and the monitor is he himself or she herself is playing along with the students who are not following the rules. Then that will not work. We'll have to look into it, we'll have to change the monitor, we'll have to look for the better monitor. So here also the same thing, the technique, the steps that you are implementing, if it doesn't work, you will have to put another technique, another steps in order to make particular business work properly, and you get better benefit from that particular business. Now we can categorize a particular IT business process management, information technology. Okay, BPM can be categorized on the basis of how they serve the business. Okay, here are three types of business process management. Number one, integration centric BPM. An integration centric BPM is fully integrated approach to building and promoting desktop and internet application. You can see exactly here that we are making use of the IT. We're talking about software, we're talking about hardware. Okay, hardware, desktop. When you talk about desktop, we're talking about the computer, the hardware, the monitor, okay, the CPU, the processor, and the internet application. What are the software, the application that we have? Internet application, like the thing that we use for us to communicate each other, like the social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, or we have Zoom to have online classes, interaction with the students. So all these things are mainly focused in this particular category of IT BPM. It is used when there is a need for BPM and the service-oriented architecture. It conveniently updates the application and can also monitor the varying market conditions. So looking at the market condition, like particular things are very trending, okay, then according to that they will have to design the particular things. We are talking about architecture, so the service need to be designed, and again you cannot use the old one. You have to update according to the needs of the market. Second one, Human-centric BPM. It is an approach that focuses on the tasks, activities, and human skills in process to create other automated functions to support these human actions. Now you have a machine in particular business, and these are all run by humans. So you will have to see the tasks done by a particular machine and the people you are involving in order to look at that particular field. You will have to see the skill of the humans, whether they are simply doing for the sake of doing or they really have a knowledge about particular work. So all these things need to be look into it. You need to focus whether the tasks that is given to the activities and the human skill are actually in the progress in the process and it runs smoothly. And the last one, that is document centric BPM. It is a process that is inclined towards the document management. It has very little to do with people or processes. This type of BPM services are generally used for routing, collaborating, or approving documents. So in this particular category of IT BPM, we mainly focus on the management of the documents. Documents, the files of particular employees, the files of particular machine or particular departments. We have many departments, so they don't normally focus on the people or the processes, but they are generally looking at the routing, the connections, the understanding between all the departments, the workflow from one department to the other, and the approving of documents, like particular documents is correct or not, what are the things they bought in order to do particular things, or where are the expenses. So all these things are look here in document centric BPM. Now let's look at the structure of the IT BPM industry. There are certain parameters on which organizations within IT BPM industries can be categorized. These are: number one, sector the organization is serving. Okay, the organization where they are serving. Let's say we have private sector, we have public sector. So they will have to look into that, and then they will have to implement some kind of process into it. Number two, we have type as well as range of offering the organization provides. Okay, this particular organization will have a particular kind of works that need to be done. As with an example can be a school. A school is mainly focusing on the education part. Or you talk about particular another business like software. Software is providing IT services in many fields. Or we talk about production of clothes. They mainly focus on the design of the particular dresses that they are providing. So there are a kind of range of offering. So according to that, particular organization can give helping hand to that business. Number three, geographic spread of operation. Like we talk about the particular area where things are trending, so they will send operation according to that. Number four, revenues and size of operations. We have different kind of revenue. Okay, we talk about buying and selling revenues, buying and selling of lands or the buildings. Okay, or some kind of let's talk about a BPO and all these things. So they're mainly focusing on that. Then let's talk about MNCs, multinational companies. Those companies which have offices in various countries are called MNCs. They attract global as well as domestic customer. MNC, we have many MNCs in India itself. So there are companies from foreign country. They open a call center in India where these people are helping those customer from another country, be it IT related or non-IT related. Like even you, when you have a problem after buying things from online, maybe Flipkart or Amazon, okay, you have a problem, so there is a helpline where you can make a call and somebody is always there to help you. So this is one kind of example of BPO, one of the example of MNC. Then MNC have their headquarter in one country and they operate in another country. Example, Infosys. Infosys, one of the IT department. This Infosys will take care of the particular IT department. Okay, Infosys is mainly a foreign company, but they are based in India. So this MSC is headquarter is in India, and they have their main office outside India. The next one is Indian Service Providers, ISPs. Their headquarters are mostly in India and they operate in other countries. They have main focus on Indian customers. As the name says, Indian Service Providers. Example, Reliance. Reliance is offering many things, talking about telecommunication or talking about petrol, diesel, okay, or they have many other things. So they are mainly focusing on the Indian customer. They started even outsourcing outside India, but their main aim is to look after Indian customer. And Global In-House Centers, GIC. GIC organizations cater the needs of their parent company only and do not serve external clients. So this GIC will only look at the main company. They will look after the needs of that. So they don't focus on outside client, the external client, and apart from the company which is falling outside the company, they are not going to give service to them. So they are giving only service to their particular organization. So with this, we end up the second session of this chapter. You go through it. If you have any doubt, you can give a comment on the YouTube, and I will go through it and I will definitely help you all. Thank you so much.